Okay, here we go. The Pen and Mikey Show.
He's about to get crazy and wild. Stay for a while. Don't touch your radio dial.
Pen and Mikey Show.
Kicking it back, sports talk. Listen to that and stay tuned for some giggles and laughs. Go.
Planet has been through a lot worse than us for a long time. Been through earthquakes, volcanoes, plate tectonics, continental drift, solar flares, sunspots, magnetic storms, the magnetic reversal of the poles, bombardments for hundreds of thousands of years by comets and asteroids and meteors, sandstorms, erosion of all kinds, cosmic radiation, worldwide fires, worldwide floods, recurring ice ages. And we think some aluminum cans and some plastic bags are going to make a difference? Planet isn't going anywhere. We are.
Welcome to the Planet Mikey Show.
You know, I always thought that he was very, very funny.
Yeah.
Flip Wilson. It's George Carl. How does he remember all that stuff?
I don't know.
He gets that whole long list. How does he even remember that?
He's a smart guy.
He was.
You met him once in the men's room.
Yeah, twice. No, he wanted me to meet him again after.
Did you shake it?
You know how it's funny how no one ever shakes hands in the men's room.
It's true.
Ever.
Yeah.
Even after washing. Have you noticed that? Remember the old thing that would be written on the wall and say, no matter how much you jiggle and dance, the last drop will land in your pants.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
That was so exactly
Remember that other
right
one
on.
that was on the wall?
It's fun
What are
being
you looking up here for? The joke's in your hand.
Yeah, well, you wrote that. Oh, I thought you wrote that at EI, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. How about be like dad, not like sis? Lift the lid when you take a piss. Remember that
I also
one?
wrote, for a good time, call Michael K. Adams.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't going to give out your fucking phone number.
Why not?
I think it said bad time.
If you
It's a good time hanging out with
if
Mikey.
you sprinkle when you tinkle, what is it? Please be neat and wipe the seat.
Well, that sounds good.
Okay, we'll go with it.
It's fun being a guy.
Well, there's so much cool stuff in front of urinals, and girls never get the opportunity to share it.
It's true.
It's just we have to tell them, and then they don't even get it, really. 'Cause it's funnier when it's on the toilet in front of you, and you're going wee-wee, isn't it?
What a horrible start to the show.
What are you talking about?
Jesus.
This is something everyone can relate to.
Everyone.
We all got to go.
Yeah, speaking of going, I give sad news. First of all, Bill Smith, Ben Kitchen.
Is
and
that the sad news?
Yeah, that's pretty
we're
much
here?
And then the rest is all pretty good. I had a tough weekend in my house. My wife's bunny, Buns as she calls him, died. I think he was 5 years old. He was an Easter gift for, I think, Andy. It was 5 or 6 years
What
ago.
kind of rabbit was it? I've
He
seen
was
that
a
rabbit.
flop-eared rabbit.
Yeah.
Cute, nice.
He was
great.
cute,
Yeah,
yep.
he didn't, rabbits don't do anything really. They eat, they sleep, they shit.
Yeah.
They eat, they sleep, they shit. You can't really even cuddle them because
How old was Bun?
I think 5, 6. Buns. Well, his real name was Gunther, but no one ever called him that. We call him the Bunny. There's only one in my house, as far as we know. So he died, and it was very sad for my wife, and we buried him in the yard. We have a little bunny graveyard.
Yeah.
But I'm not going down that rabbit hole.
Geez, here we go.
Then Monday, my beloved Timothy died.
Oh, yeah, he'd been sick for a while, the poor
My
guy.
dog. He was probably almost 12 in August.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of dog? People don't know.
Sheltie.
Yep.
He was a dog. Now, the story of Timothy was this. I had a dog named Timmy for 12 years.
Yeah.
When I was going through a lot of stuff, Timmy lived with me in like Southie and New York City and Ellington, Connecticut, and he moved with me like 8, 9 times, and he went through all the rough stuff with me. He died when he couldn't get up one day. He just couldn't get up.
Yep.
He just he was basically, that's the dog's way of telling you they're done.
Yep.
So the worst thing ever, I had to take him in, to put him down. Awful. So I had to wait 6 years to get another dog because I was like, yeah. So I tell my wife, I think we can get a dog now. I think I'm ready to get another dog. She goes, oh, okay. So I look on a website. First thing I do is I look on this website, Sheltie Puppies.
Yeah.
The first thing I see is a picture. Hello, my name is Timothy. It's a baby, little 6-week-old puppy. Timothy.
It was
I
love
just
at
said
first
Timmy.
sight, wasn't it?
It was like, Timothy, well, that's so weird. And my wife said, oh, you have to get that dog.
Yeah.
You have to. So $2,000 later.
Jeez.
That's right.
They ship it up from North Carolina to the airport in Boston. I pick it up,
Purebred.
8 weeks old.
Yeah.
Timothy. He almost made 12 years. Not quite. He didn't quite get there. But so I had to do that all over again and, take him in. It's like, ugh.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you believe Timothy loved you?
Of course.
Yeah. What was that thing you said, Ben, about the dog?
I gave him everything.
Oh, a dog is your best friend for part of your life. You're a dog's best friend for its entire life.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Well, I had a girlfriend who was a dog. Let me tell you. And we didn't last at all.
Only part of your life.
How was the sex? Rough?
Oh.
And ready. Rough and ready.
She begged for it?
By the way, speaking of,
You can't fucking do these for 30 years to me, and then now that I can finally kind of do it, you just move on.
well, I tell people I tell my story about how I rode that blimp, and then she broke up with me. But no, the thing is, I was thinking today, how come all the women are starting, pleasingly plump?
Yeah.
Used to be pleasingly and plump. That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's part of life. Now they're morbidly obese. These ladies.
Lizzo.
I see them in Worcester.
Yeah.
When I'm going on the street, I'm going.
That's
okay,
why the streets are all cracked.
Look at this woman here. She's got pink pants on, hot pants, and she's got an ass like 5 feet wide, and she weighs about 190 pounds or 200 pounds, and she's gross and sweaty.
Those are industrial strength Spanx.
And she's got 3-4 kids in tow, I'm like, holy shit.
I like when they get in your car and they sit on one side and the car goes.
I don't like that because then I got to go to Pro Automotive and have them repair it. If it's under the car, if it's under the hood, go to Pro Automotive. It'll turn out good. Oh shoot! That's AI, isn't it?
From last week. You came
Ben,
up with that.
he knows how to do AI. Watch out.
Yeah.
You're going to get a phone call from not the real Madonna. She's going to talk dirty to you.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
She's still.
Yeesh.
There's 2 things about her that I really love. Well, there's these 2, and then there's the other things.
She might be listening right now. So.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Just tell her it was AI, it wasn't me.
Okay.
Anyway, so Timothy's gone, and you guys you get the prize package of all the leftover dog food.
Oh, yeah. Mikey came in here with dog food that he no longer needs and heartworm pills that he no longer needs.
That I no longer, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the chrome
And I'm
balls.
I
very
was surprised, Bill, that we were in Timothy's will, but
I know.
very appreciative.
And for a day that I'm very sad, I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty happy,
Yeah.
right?
Why?
Because I got jokes. You wait. Stand back. I've been saving. By the way, I still watch. I'm at the point where I'm repeating episodes now with all the episodes of Gunsmoke.
Yeah.
Like I say, I saw this one already.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Well, no, because then I go to the next one, and maybe I haven't seen it.
Oh, I see.
I don't like when they change to color. I like the black and white versions.
Black and white is timeless. Yeah.
The black and white episodes, 30 minutes, they were great. Some of the color ones, they get in too much detail.
Hey, we're in color now.
It actually, I think color TV for a while looked worse than black and white TV.
Well,
till like early 70s.
Of course,
yeah.
the newness
All that
of color TV. That's
pink
what
and
everybody
purple
watched
shit.
it. And it was like, oh, look, I'm watching TV in color. But you're right, the color was detectable as to the era. You watch an old Man from U.N.C.L.E. episode, and everything's kind of green. It's color, but it's kind of weird. On the Gunsmoke episodes, Matt Dillon's shirt's always a little too pink for me.
Oh, that's right.
Were
He's got
you-
that dusty pink shirt
do you
that he
mean?
wears.
Yeah, you haven't seen any of these episodes? No. Well, then you watch one and you let me know. Do your homework.
Watch an episode of Gunsmoke.
So Matt Dillon says to, I don't know if it's Festus or Chester.
Now, hold on. Can you do the voice of Matt Dillon?
No.
No, I'm sure you can.
Not
I
till
think
I'm
you-
6'7".
All right.
He was 6'7".
Yeah. Peter Graves' brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James Arness.
Yeah, that's right.
Big bastard. He was gigantic. And he was a war hero and he had injured leg. And he did the whole shooting of all that series with a bad leg that he got in World War II.
Wow.
I know about Matt Dillon. So Matt Dillon says to either Festus or
Chester. Yeah.
he says, well, I ain't never been a horse that couldn't be rode, and ain't never been a rider that couldn't be throwed. And I just thought to myself, that's pretty astoundingly astute for a series that was done in the 60s, which is 2 decades before Ben was even born.
Yep.
So he missed out on all that. He missed out on all that.
You grew up with that, and I grew up with Saved by the Bell.
See that?
There it is.
See that? That explains all of it. There are some discrepancies in your repertoire. He's one of them ones that couldn't be throwed. Yeah. The Harrison Butker story. You want to give me your feedback on that? What do you think? You're not Catholic.
No, I'm not.
I'm with the coach.
The coach?
Coach said, you get rid of him, you get rid of me.
Is that what the coach said?
Yeah.
Well, somebody I saw on the internet, I don't know if it's true or not. Travis Kelce said, "Well, if they don't get rid of him, then I'm leaving."
Kelsey's an asshole.
I don't think
Is that
that
true? Well,
happened.
I saw it on the internet like as a headline on some.
It's funny.
post.
He gets out there and he
It's for bullshit.
He
dude.
chugs a can of beer and slams it on the ground at one of the graduation ceremonies for somebody. And he's saying, oh, yeah, that guy is so cool. And then this guy comes out and he talks about his family life. He loves his wife. That's what he believes. Nothing bad. It was all good stuff.
And he didn't say, oh, well, a sexist thing like, well, women should be in the house or in the kitchen or having babies. No, he didn't say that. He
And
said,
he didn't say, if you don't
some
live
of you
like
are
me.
going to go out and pursue your dreams and accomplish great things career-wise. Other people looking forward to being a career of being a mother at home and being a homemaker.
Yeah, like-
so he said. What's wrong with that? June Lockhart didn't mind it. Barbara Billingsley didn't mind it.
Mm-hmm. Don't you think you're a little too hard on the beaver?
Right. So you get something out of it. It's okay.
Yeah.
I can we just go back to being like, oh, that guy says some wild shit I don't agree with. Okay.
But
That's
it
it.
wasn't even.
Why can't that be the reaction?
It wasn't
anymore?
bad shit. He wasn't.
I didn't think it was that bad, but to me, it's more the reaction from everyone.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
But I mean,
Grow the fuck up. You don't like what he says? Move on.
Did he
Don't
attack-
listen to him speak again.
Did he attack LGBTQ plus ILG?
They probably looked at it that way, the narcissists.
But I mean,
I said that right, didn't I?
they call themselves queer. Okay, fine. You're queer. Go ahead, be queer. No one's saying you can't be. Yeah. No one's going to take away your rights. But just because I don't happen to prefer that lifestyle, that doesn't make me a bad guy,
No.
right?
Well,
No, it's just your opinion on it.
and I'm a bad guy anyway.
Unless you're actually harming them, it's fine. You're allowed to feel differently from other people.
But then they idolize.
Christ.
They give this guy shit for saying something like that, and he sincerely meant it.
Yep.
You could tell. And then they're going to let P. Diddy off the hook. I mean, this guy. There's a long list of P. Diddyisms over time to make
Diddy's
you
got
know he's a fucking asshole.
Diddy's got the videos, he's got pictures, he's got all sorts of
Did
shit.
you guys see the video of him
Beating a
smacking
woman?
around Cassie?
Of
Yeah,
course,
that was terrible.
That's
ridiculous.
revolting, and you can tell that wasn't his first time doing that.
Well, there's also a video of him apologizing. Have you seen that?
Yeah, which is
He's looking at the camera with that real sullen look on his
Yeah,
face.
he's an asshole.
I regret it. I'm
but
so
the thing is,
embarrassed.
he always has been.
I was going through some hard times.
I
Here's
still think he killed Biggie.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of his resume. But listen to this. Okay, I wrote down some stuff here. He was raised Roman Catholic, just like the kicker. He served as an altar boy. It's when they say served, I don't know what that means, but that's what it is. He graduated from the all-boys Catholic school, Mount St. Michael Academy in 1987. He played football, and then Combs said he was given the nickname Puff as a child because when he was angry, he would huff and puff. Yeah, I guess he was angry in that video in the hallway with that girlfriend of his when he's beating the shit out of her.
Yeah, he was
He was
huffing.
puffing.
Yeah.
I was really glad he held onto the towel the whole time.
Puffy was a business major at Howard University, but left after his second year. He returned to Howard University to get an honorary doctorate.
Well, it's because he got famous and rich.
Yeah, but they're decorating this guy who didn't graduate from the school or from anywhere else.
So you call him by his earned name, Dr. Puffy.
Dr. Puff. They brought him back to deliver the university's 146th commencement address. There's your role model, Puffy Combs. But wait, there's more. Of course, there always is. He does not adhere to any specific religious denomination.
So
sometimes his privacy wears a wife beater. He said, I just follow right from wrong so I could pray in a synagogue or a mosque or a church. I believe that there's only one God.
Okay.
So all three of them are okay with you beating the shit out of your girlfriend in the hallway at the hotel?
All three must be.
All three of those guys. They say, well, you know what? You lost it a little bit. You were out of control. You were huffing and puffing. He invited his Twitter folks on July 3rd, 2020. He invited all his Twitter followers to view a 3-hour YouTube video posted by Louis Farrakhan. In the video, Farrakhan made multiple comments and repeatedly used the phrase synagogue of Satan.
Yeah.
The video was removed from YouTube for violating its policy against hate speech. Yeah, but who's inviting people to watch it? Puffy.
There you go.
Did he? Mm-hmm. Did he? Yes, he did. Now, when Nick Cannon got fired in 2020 from Viacom's CBS for espousing anti-Semitic views, Combs tweeted that Cannon should, quote, come home to Revolt TV saying, quote, we got your back and love you and what you have done for the culture.
Oh, isn't that great?
What culture? The culture of hate?
Yeah.
Look what you've done. Wow, we love you. We got your back. Do you remember 99? I was at WNEW in New York, and Puffy Combs was arrested after a nightclub shooting. He was with Jennifer Lopez, who he was dating at the time.
J-Lo knows what happened.
And he convinced his chauffeur to lie and say
Mace. Yeah, one of the guys with a mace, he convinced to take the rap for it. He took the rap for it and went to jail for a long time, and now he's not even in the country.
Well, that was a bad incident because that should have tipped everybody off 25 years ago that this guy was a fucking jerk.
Yep.
Okay. So now he's all apologetic because he's going to lose a fortune. The guy is scum. And for anyone to say, "Oh, he's been my role model from when? When did he do something that made you think you should be your role model?"
It gets way deeper.
What
we don't want to talk about
the other stuff, the rapes,
all of his allegations and
no. Now here's a kid comes from his father was shot to death when he was 2 in New York City, and I hate to say it, but the old, if you grow up in a house without a father, you have very very easy chances of becoming someone who goes to prison. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, wind up with a gang.
It's sad but true. P. Diddy, not my favorite.
Dr. Puffy.
He uses his power for evil.
Now, I don't know if you heard the news.
I've never heard the news.
No, I got. Hershey's getting sued by South Floridians. You ever been on the Hershey Highway?
No, I don't plan on doing it either.
Seriously, have you been to Hershey, PA?
I have.
You can smell chocolate when you cross the border. You smell chocolate.
Oh yeah,
it's amazing. That's not the news. There's more. Chocolate giant Hershey's facing a lawsuit over the design of some of its Reese's peanut butter cup candies, which I love.
Yes.
The suit was filed by 4 people in a South Florida federal court, and they're demanding at least $5 million. Wow. Now, why?
Let's hear it.
The 4 plaintiffs said they were, quote, very disappointed that the candies they bought looked plain and lacked the explicit carved-out artistic designs as shown on the packaging. The crooked smile, of the Halloween candy.
Yeah.
Photos included in the complaint showed pumpkin-shaped candies missing the advertised eyes and crooked mouths. The plaintiffs said they would not have bought the candies if they'd known they didn't have the design that was advertised. Never mind that it tastes exactly the fucking same as all the peanut butter cups, same materials. These people are suing.
I hope the judge looks at it and day one just goes, all right, fine, this is retarded. Hershey's, can you just give them back the $1.25 for their fucking candies?
Right, yeah, right.
And we'll be done with this dumb shit.
Hershey would probably go as far as to say, you know what, we'll carve them specially just for these people so that they get the...
Stupid.
Do you believe that they're looking for $5 million? Don't you hate those people?
Yes.
I hate them.
I hate the people that take advantage of our dumb legal system.
And many of them win. They get the or they'll settle for a shitload of money. God,
they'll settle for like $500.
Yeah.
Now, Ben, how old are you exactly? How many years?
Exactly.
Yeah, how many years?
Enough.
Just tell us.
39.
39. Okay, so Pat Sajak was doing the Wheel of Fortune 4 years before you were born.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he just broke the record for a game show host, which was held by
Bob Barker.
Yes.
Bob Barker.
Another dog lover.
Yes.
Pat Sajak, 43 years on the Wheel of Fortune show, breaking Bob Barker's record of 42 years. And Pat Sajak's doing his last Wheel of Fortune, I think, in the next week or so.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy.
You know him?
I don't know. I've seen him in several interviews, and he just seems like a normal guy that was in the right place at the right time.
Oh, yeah. He's not super talented, but he's not objectionable.
No, at all.
In any way. He's pleasant.
Did you watch the Pat Sajak show?
No. That was unpleasant. That was just boring.
I did see that. That was.
You know, all the people have had failures talk shows. And Chevy Chase, you know who had a failure of a TV talk show?
Joan Rivers.
Jerry Lewis. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I've read stories about Jerry Lewis. It's sad because I always envision, because he did that the muscular dystrophy telethon
Right.
for so long. I thought he was a great guy. I heard stories he was just
Prick.
a son of a bitch.
Absolute
He's
prick.
mean to
Real
the
piece of
people he
shit.
worked
Mean to
with,
his family,
his
kids,
everybody. Yeah,
everybody hated him. Dean Martin didn't like him that much. What's the matter? Yeah. He was obnoxious.
Yeah.
Not that funny. By the way, I met Vanna White. I told you that. She did
Yes.
furniture. She did visit a furniture store, and,
Yeah.
and I met Vanna White.
Really?
Yeah, it was kind of thrilling. I made her call my parents because I said, Vanna, my parents are big fans of the show. Can we call them to prove that you're with me right now? She goes, yeah. But they didn't answer, so we left a voicemail message. This is Vanna White. I'm with your son, Mike. We're at the thing. I'm like an idiot. Imagine getting a charge out of something so stupid.
yeah, but that's fun. How old were you then? 40?
40. Probably somewhere right around 40. Okay, now, raise your hand if you wish Chris Sale was on the Red Sox.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we'll give him that.
By the way, tonight is, look at this shirt.
Mikhail Parrish,
What's on the back
86.
here?
Bird.
Larry Bird.
Yeah, because the Celtics open the Eastern Conference Finals tonight
Yeah.
at the TD Garden. Chris Sale, this is going to hurt you if you're a Red Sox fan. Mm-hmm. In fact, I hope it hurts you anyway, especially if you're a Yankees fan. No, this is Chris Sale, the now Atlanta Braves starting pitcher, and the Red Sox ditched him because he was so injury prone, and they were paying him these millions of dollars, and Atlanta jumped in and paid part of it, so the Red Sox said, yeah. So now the Red Sox are still paying him a lot of money, but he's on the Atlanta Braves, and listen to this. His record this year, 7-1. He completed 7 scoreless innings on Monday night, last night, improving his record to 7-1 in a 3-0 win over the Padres. Sale recorded his 4th straight game of 9 or more strikeouts to go with his 3rd straight scoreless start. He's given up no runs in 3 games.
Wow.
In May, the lefty slinger looked like his former All-Star self with a record of 4-0, a 0.36 earned run average, a whip of 0.8, and 37 strikeouts in 25 innings of work. Wow. He's Sandy Koufax now, all of a sudden. And guess what?
The Sox dumped him.
In all that pitching, he didn't record a single walk. I mean, that's frightening. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
I love it, though.
And do you know what the guy who they traded for is doing?
Shit. He's
Von-
hitting like
Von
135.
He is hitting exactly 135.
Yeah, Ben, right?
God.
How did I know that?
He has 7 hits in 13 games.
How did I know that he's hitting 135?
Because you looked it up earlier.
Because I read the papers.
Yeah.
The Sunday papers. Let's play a little game of, if you don't mind, you guys.
A game?
Sure. What
We're
going
to try to deduce of all the classic rock bands,
Yeah.
which ones are the best, and by voting with the number 1 to 10
I see.
on all the following. I know who my choices are already, but
All right.
I want to ask you guys because I have a list of the top bands, and for bonus points, you tell me if you've seen them play or met any of them.
Is there an era? You know,
Yeah, classic rock. you
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
Classic rock over here.
Okay.
All right, let's go with the band ZZ Top.
Yes.
Give them a number.
1 being the best.
Yep. No, 10 being the best.
10 being the best.
Yeah.
Okay. I would give ZZ Top. I like ZZ Top. But I'd give him an 8.
How about you, Ben?
5.
Okay. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
I'd give him a 10.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a 9.
Yeah.
I saved my 10s.
Okay.
You know, I mean, Brooke Shields. She's a 10.
Bo Derek.
No.
No.
No. I'm talking Brooke Shields.
Yeah, Bo Derek was in 10.
Did you say Blue Lagoon?
I did see Blue Lagoon.
How old were you?
But I was probably like.
Did you have a boner?
I had an 8-year-old boner.
All right, Tom Petty, what'd you give? You gave him a 10?
I gave him a 10,
I
yeah.
gave him a 9. Okay, go ahead.
8.
8? 10, you're a hard marker.
Yeah.
That's hard marker.
How about The Who?
I'm not a big fan of them. I'm going to give them a 5.
No, you don't like to put The Who. Okay.
Some songs I like Eminence Front.
Yeah, it's a put on.
There you go.
It's a put on.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'll give him a 9.
Keep on working.
Journey. I fucking hate Journey.
I was just going to say, ooh.
I hate him.
give
So
him a-
whiny.
5.
I'm going to give him a 4. I'm sorry. What do you got?
I'll give him a 4.
Yeah, you're being real nice. By the way, there's no original members except Neil Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I told you I have his sneakers. Or I stole his sneakers. All right, the Eagles.
I kind of hate the Eagles, but I'll respect them. I'll give them a 6.
Okay.
I'll give him a 9.
Yeah, I'll give him.
Because I really only like Joe Walsh Eagles.
Yeah.
Because I really only like Joe Walsh.
And I like Don Felder Eagles.
Well, wait a minute. The Eagles had about 15 classic hits.
I know, and that's why I got to give them respect. I don't really like their songs unless it's a Joe Walsh song.
Van Halen.
Ooh.
You know what? I've never seen them play, but I met them. Isn't that weird?
Give him a 9. There's a couple of tunes I don't like.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Is this the David Lee Roth Van Halen?
Yeah, it would have to be, because otherwise it's not real.
not the
Otherwise,
Sammy
it's Van
Hagar.
Hagar.
Yeah, I know. That's it.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
I
so
give
now-
him an 8.
So the top bands of all time. This was a Forbes article, but I took out Metallica and
So
stuff
hold on.
like
You
that.
quizzed us first, and we're going to compare our number to the.
They have
national-
the top bands in this order.
Oh.
Led Zeppelin first.
Well, you didn't give us.
Do you agree with that? And that comes down to one question: Are they better than the Beatles?
I was going to say, is the Beatles a classic rock
Beatles
band?
are number 2 on the list.
No, I don't know, man.
But how does Led Zeppelin get in ahead of the Beatles? That's
No,
my question.
I love Led Zeppelin, and I listen to their music all the time.
Yep.
But the Beatles are a better band. Led Zeppelin ripped so much shit off.
What about the Stones? Where do they fit into that group?
Number 3.
Are they behind? They're behind the other two? Led Zeppelin and the Beatles? The Stones?
Yes, I'd put them again. Another band that ripped off a lot of stuff.
How about Pink Floyd?
I like Pink Floyd.
yeah, me too.
More than
Jimi Hendrix. Saw him, never met him.
I'd put Hendrix.
Saw him live,
a
though.
little lower.
Yeah,
I don't. How about Queen?
they're an excellent band.
I like
Excellent
Queen. I think they're good.
I never saw him play, but I met their drummer. In fact, I played in a drumming competition with him on stage.
Really?
All the DJs got up there and played with what's his name? The blonde guy in Queen that plays drums.
I forget.
I don't even.
What's the order that they give Queen?
They had him like 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I didn't write. The funny thing is, I have the list. I didn't write down where they put them, but I know they had Led Zeppelin 1, Beatles 2, Stones 3.
Whose list was this? Rolling Stone?
No, Forbes magazine.
Forbes.
Yeah, Forbes magazine. I don't even think Rolling Stone. I'm gonna read that shit. I read important magazines. Like Forbes. Now I met Steve Forbes too. Did you know that? Do you know who he is?
He's a strange dude, isn't he?
Very strange.
Yeah.
He was at NECN doing an interview, and I met him in the hallway. It was like, I said, "Wow, you are funny looking."
He's the kind of guy he call his pants.
There
drop.
it is. Okay.
Okay, so I have the list here. I'll count down from 30
Okay.
for you.
I'll tell you if I ever saw them, and you
right.
tell us if you.
Number 30, Aerosmith.
Oh, yeah, met them before they were famous. Go ahead.
Number 29, ZZ Top.
Yep, met them.
Yep.
Number 28,
No,
Tool.
Tool. I have a Tool.
Tool, no.
Number 27, Oasis.
Never.
Yeah, there's some
I
tunes
like
that are
Oasis.
You know what
great,
George
yeah.
Harrison said about them?
Yeah.
He said they're nothing.
Number 26, the most overrated band of all time.
I hate them.
Kiss.
Hate them.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Hate Kiss.
Yep. They can kiss my ass.
Number 25, another overrated band.
My wife.
Radiohead.
My wife liked that band. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
there's
care
only a
about
couple
They're
of tunes I
good,
like.
but
Yeah.
it.
they're
Ugly as hell.
pretentious. Number 24, Journey.
I met the whole band. Hate them. Not the people. I hate the music.
Journey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went backstage for them. They were all nice, but their songs make me. I always click them off.
Yeah, that was stadium rock. That's what that was classified as.
I turn the channel every time I hear,
faithfully.
Cram it.
Number 23, Nirvana.
Don't like them.
You don't like Nirvana?
No,
come on.
Cream.
Number 22, Cream.
Ginger Baker fan. Yeah,
Cream is not better than Nirvana. I'm sorry. Nirvana, technically they're better because of who that was consisted of. Mm-hmm. But would they have one song?
Who, Cream?
Yeah, really one song.
Oh, hell no. They had.
I'm not saying they didn't have other good songs, but they only had really one song.
One
that did anything?
Sunshine of Your Love.
What about White Room?
I don't
love White Room.
That was a huge hit.
Was it a huge hit?
Yeah.
All right, fine, fuck it.
Number
21.
White Room with black curtains.
I know the song.
Oh, sing it for us.
Number 21.
Don't just sit there.
Heart.
Met them backstage. Ann she was there the whole time, very friendly, very nice. And we were waiting for Nancy. Nancy, 20 minutes in the back room before she came out to shake hands with people. She was doing some drugs. You know how I know? Because when she came out, she was like weak and shaky. That was amazing. I mean, they were tremendous.
They're
band.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Did you ever see them do the cover of Stairway to Heaven?
One of the great covers of all time.
Yeah,
that was at the Met Gala, I think.
No, it was at the Kennedy Center Honors.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Number 20.
Unbelievable. And they were stirred to tears, the members of Led Zeppelin. They were like, oh, my God.
Really good.
That was, they blew them away.
Yeah.
Number 20, Guns N' Roses.
Don't care about them.
Okay. Number 19,
Don't
Rage
give a
Against
shit.
the Machine.
Yeah.
Number 18, Rush.
Rush. Is there anyone uglier than Geddy Lee? A lot of people love Rush. I mean, 2 songs I care about.
Yeah. I saw them.
Yeah.
It kind of sucked. Number 17, Iron Maiden.
Don't care.
Yeah, don't care either. Number 16, I never want to listen to this band.
They
You
annoy
too.
me. They annoy me.
Oh, they annoy me.
The Clash.
They're undeniable, but they are annoying.
They can go instead of staying.
Number 15, The Clash. Also
See you later.
pretty overrated. Number 14, The Doors.
Oh.
At Once Upon a Time.
Awkward instant, and the first animal is jettisoned. Legs furiously pumping. I like Moonlight Drive.
First song Jim Morrison ever wrote, Moonlight Drive.
Great song.
There you go.
That used to be my favorite band.
Dun ooh. Right?
That's right.
They were such a hauntingly weird group.
When the music's over, turn out the lights.
Turn out the lights. 11 minutes and 38 seconds.
Number 13, The Who.
Never saw them.
Yeah.
I never even saw them on stage. My son Scotty's seen them. I said, you get to see The Who before I do? Are you kidding me?
Number 12, Black Sabbath.
Don't care.
Okay. Number 11, Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, I always wanted to bang. I saw a Stevie Nicks concert, but she was telling stories. She was boring the shit out of me.
Fuck that. Just play your hits.
Yeah,
and they have a
play 'em.
ton of friggin' hits.
Yeah, they do.
Number 10, AC/DC.
Second loudest band I've ever seen in my life.
Great.
Weird that they put up the picture with Bon Scott.
Yeah.
Second loudest.
Awesome show. They
Hendrix,
put on a hell of a show.
Hendrix was first, and then AC/DC, and then, believe it or not, Grand Funk was the third
The
loudest.
weird thing about seeing AC/DC is you're watching the same song virtually for 2 hours, and you do not get bored of it.
At all.
It's
No,
the same
but
song over and over.
You do have a ringing in your ears for 3 to 5 days after the show.
fair.
You definitely do.
It's so well done, though. My God.
Number 9, Metallica.
Don't care.
Number 8, the Eagles.
They're good. They're great.
Number 7, Van Halen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Number 6, the Rolling Stones.
The Rolling Uglies. How many times have you seen the Stones?
Never.
I saw them once a long time ago.
I saw them at Fenway. I saw them at Foxborough.
Yeah.
And I saw them at Hartford Civic Center from the third row.
Oh.
That was with the cherry pickers,
Yeah.
the football shirt. He went Mick Jagger, 80.
Was that the Steel
83.
Wheels tour?
I think it was 80. Could have been 81. 81 in Hartford.
Yeah, it wasn't less.
Tremendous.
Number 5, the Jimi Hendrix Experience.
Saw them in Hartford, 68.
Number 4, Pink Floyd.
Never saw. 'em.
Okay.
I've seen Roger Waters, but I haven't seen Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Number 3, Queen. Way too high on this list.
Yep. 3. They have it 3.
Number 2, Beatles. Number 1, Led Zeppelin. No, I'm sorry. I
I've
love
seen
Led
2
Zeppelin.
Beatles. I saw 2 of them. I saw Ringo and I saw Paul solo. Never saw John. Never saw George.
You never saw Zeppelin?
Nope. No. Well, isn't that fun though? Yeah. You know what? Let's get some vinyl out next time, Smitty, and spin some wax in here and do a DJ show. What do you say? Or we just get Joe and Jerry in here. And they can sing maybe something that it pays tribute to the dead animals at my house.
Hey, by the way, I sent Jason Rousseau the most recent
Jingle.
Pro Automotive. I said the word.
Oh,
It's under the car. If it's under the hood, go to Pro Automotive. It'll turn out good.
Happy days. And that's absolutely the truth, too. Pro Automotive, one of our fine sponsors. Right now, in honor of both Timothy and Gunther the Dead Rabbit, we have this from our good friends, Joe and Jerry. They know the whole story. They know all about the dead rabbit and the dead puppy. Crossing the highway late last night. He should have looked left and he should have looked right. He didn't see the station wagon car. The skunk got squashed and there you are.
You got your dead skunk in the middle of the road, Joe. Dead skunk in the middle of the road. You got your dead skunk in the middle of the road, and it's stinking to high heaven.
Can you believe it? Take a whiff on me, that ain't no rose. Roll up your window and hold your nose. You don't have to look and you don't have to see, 'cause you can feel it in your olfactory.
You got your dead skunk. He's in the middle of the road. Dead skunk in the middle of the road, Joe. You got your dead skunk in the middle of the road. He's stinking to high heaven.
You got your dead cat, you got your dead dog. On a moonlight night, you got your dead toad frog. You got your dead rabbit, got your dead raccoon. The blood and the guts are gonna make you swoon.
You got your dead skunk, Joe, in the middle of the road. Stinking to high heaven. Smells worse than Pete Shepard's air chair.
That was quite a stinky chair.
About as stinky as they get, you. Stand back.
You got it. It's dead. It's in the middle. Dead skunk in the middle of the road.
Dead skunk in the middle of the road and stinking to high heaven.
All over the road. Just stepped in cat shit. Holy cow, that's got to be mountain lion shit. Look at the size of that thing.